Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to a channel that is not made for everyone. A channel meant only for those who are ready to be shocked, emotionally triggered, and have their eyes open to who Kim Taehyung truly is today. Stop scrolling now, because what you're about to see is not just a handsome face, not an ordinary clip, and not content that's safe for weak hearts. This is the moment that makes many people ask, why does every appearance of Taehyung always feel different and increasingly dangerous? Watch until the end, because inside this video there is a small detail that almost no one noticed. Yet it is precisely the key to why December 2025 is being called the most mature and most shocking era of Kim Taehyung. Before we continue, click like if you are truly a real Taehyung Lovers. Subscribe so you don't miss a single important moment, and turn on the notification bell so you become the first person to know when Taehyung appears again without warning. And now a challenge for you. Write the first comment below. In your opinion, is this just visual charm, or are we witnessing a version of Kim Taehyung the world has never seen before? If you comment right now, you are not just a viewer. You are an early witness to a big story that has just begun. This is not an ordinary live. This is not just a handsome face. This is the moment when Kim Taehyung made millions of people fall silent, then ask themselves, what are we actually witnessing? December 2025. In a matter of seconds, Weverse once again became the epicenter of a global emotional earthquake. Kim Taehyung appeared without a bombastic announcement, without heavy makeup, without stage costumes, just a bare face, light beard, faint mustache, and a gaze that felt far too honest for a simple live. This was Kim Taehyung Weverse Live 27/12/5, a broadcast that many global entertainment media observers have called the most human, yet emotionally most dangerous live of late 2025. A simple camera, bedroom lighting, and a phone battery at 4%. Small details that only strengthen the sense of intimacy. "Oh, how did you know?" he said with a small laugh. "Should I buy you a charger?" Comment, haha. That light sentence exploded in the comment section, not because it was funny alone, but because it felt like a private conversation leaking onto millions of screens. This is Kim Taehyung. He never shouts, yet the world always hears him. Photos circulating from the live, including portraits with thin mustache and faint beard, became visual evidence that ignited heated debate. Some were shocked, some were mesmerized, others were angry because of one bitter fact. Taehyung is growing more mature, and his charm is not fading, it is becoming more dangerous. Without glamorous filters, his face appeared symmetrical, his jawline firm, his eyes tired yet warm. International entertainment reporters from Asia to Europe recorded this phenomenon as the adult charisma effect, an attraction born not from perfection, but from the honesty of age. Knowing that Kim Taehyung would turn 30 in just 2 days made this moment feel heavier. This was not just a birthday. It was a threshold of a new decade. Many asked, if at 29 he is already like this, what will happen in his 30s? During the live, Taehyung did not hide behind an idol persona. Instead, he opened his vulnerable space. "You know how much I really like my beard. I think all ARMY know that," he said. Then he paused, a psychological pause that felt long. "But what's a bit disappointing and makes me slightly sad, the length of my beard is very different from what I imagined in my head." The sentence was simple, but the impact was brutal. In a world that worships visual perfection, Kim Taehyung admitted doubt about himself. For some, it was touching. For others, it provoked anger. Why can someone considered perfect still feel insecure? This irony is what made the live go viral. It forced viewers to look in the mirror, and not everyone was ready for that reflection. Psychologically, this moment worked like an emotional trap. Taehyung laughed, then talked about trivial things. Phone battery, power saving mode, blackouts, chargers at home. "It's okay," he said. But beneath that was an unspoken message. "I'm here right now, before my time runs out." This is what made millions stay until the final second. Media analysts call this the scarcity effect, when limited time increases emotional attachment. And when he said, "If I'm bored tomorrow, I'll come tomorrow. If I'm bored the day after tomorrow, I'll come again," the comment section exploded. Not because of content promise, but because of the sweet possessive tone that felt like an unwritten emotional contract between idol and fans. The emotional peak came when Taehyung spoke about longing. "I really, really miss you," he said, then quickly added, "Not that I'm literally seeing you. I just miss you." This line triggered two extreme reactions, love and anger. Some cried. Others felt emotionally attacked. Because the longing Taehyung expressed was not dramatic. It was calm, mature, and real. In world-class entertainment journalism standards, this is called authentic emotional disclosure. Something rare and extremely powerful. He did not force empathy. Empathy appeared without permission. The story continued into a memory that seemed to fold time itself. Taehyung visited an old official BTS cafe from a really long time ago. There, ARMY said, "I liked you when I was still 12, or I used to be in elementary school, now I'm 24. This was not ordinary nostalgia. This was proof of longitudinal fandom, a long-term relationship between artist and fans that transcends life stages. Korean entertainment industry data shows that only a handful of artists can maintain a cross-age fan base for over a decade. Kim Taehyung is an anomaly that disrupts statistics. And yes, at almost 30, he still looks more handsome and more symmetrical, a fact that amazes some and irritates others. Then came an unexpected topic, laser hair removal. "I'm seriously considering doing laser treatment for my beard," he said, but he laughed bitterly. "They say it hurts a lot. About 7 sessions? That's impossible." Here, a gimmick turned into reflection. Behind this small decision was a battle between public image and personal comfort. He likes his beard, but the world has expectations. He hesitates not just because of pain, but because this is about identity. Public image experts call this moment a micro-conflict of self-image, a small conflict that actually strengthens emotional closeness with the audience. And once again, Taehyung gave no final answer. He let the question hang, right in the viewers' minds. December 2025 will be remembered not for scandal, not for sales records, but for one simple live that tore down the boundary between idol and human. Kim Taehyung, with 4% battery, a thin mustache, and honesty about his doubts, made the world pause. The question now is no longer, how handsome is Kim Taehyung? But why does his honesty shake us so deeply? Are we angry because he is too perfect, or because he dares to admit that he is not? Write in the comments. Do you agree that this live is a turning point toward a more mature, braver, and emotionally more dangerous Kim Taehyung in his 30s? Or do you think the world is not ready to see his true version yet? And at this point, Taehyung Lovers, if you're still here, it means one thing. You are not just watching, you are feeling it. Because this channel is not about upload speed, but about the right moment. Not about crowds, but about the small details of Kim Taehyung that the world often ignores. And those are precisely the most dangerous ones. The next content will not be announced. There will be no warning. And it may appear when you least expect it. One expression, one sentence, 1 second. Enough to change the way you see Kim Taehyung forever. So stay here. Stay alert as a Taehyung Lovers. Because what's coming will be deeper, more mature, and more shocking than you imagine. Before you leave, write in the comments, "I'm ready to wait." Because only those who wait will be the first to witness the next moment.